Okay, wow. I just finished watching the season finale of Rebels, Twilight of the Apprentice, so let's get to talking. Obviously, this video is going to be chock full of spoilers. This episode surprised me in so many ways. The interactions between Maul and Ezra were fantastic right off the bat, with Maul using exact lines Yoda uses with Luke in The Empire Strikes Back. Maul is Ezra's dark side Yoda. Not only does Maul parrot some Yoda lines, he also tells Ezra to break his chains, which is a line directly lifted from the Sith Code. I'm a little disappointed that we don't get an identity on the new Inquisitor, but I do think it's totally awesome that the Emperor has one out searching for Maul. Also, they call Maul the Shadow, and Maul was known as the Shadow Assassin in Legends. I just really loved Maul in this episode. Sam Witwer killed it. And he allows a lot of violence to happen without our heroes getting their hands bloody. Of course, he's still a bad guy, and he eventually turns on Kanan and Ahsoka, claiming Ezra as his new apprentice. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal! And then he blinds Kanan. What? And then Kanan puts on a Jedi Temple guard mask and takes up Ahsoka's, reverse grip lightsaber fighting style. I'm not really sure if that means anything symbolically, but it's cool. Anyway, Kanan beats Maul, who at this point seems like he's straight up unkillable. He's still alive, and without Ezra, I might add, so I was wrong on multiple accounts. I feel like I should be angry that Maul is still around after all this time, but honestly, he's just so compelling, I'm glad that they're keeping him. And now that Kanan is blind, he's got a real Rom Coda thing going. I have no idea if this will be permanent, but I think it's really interesting. Dark, but not overboard. Of course, I can't talk about this episode without touching on Vader and Ahsoka's fight, and holy cow, was it awesome. Ahsoka cuts off part of Vader's mask and she sees his face, and his eyes are yellow, meaning he's fully entrenched in the dark side. The big question I think everyone will be asking, including myself, is Ahsoka dead or not? I think we're meant to believe that she is, but it's Disney, so they didn't actually show it. But I'm not ready to completely write her off. And I'm making this video before the Star Wars Rebels Recon comes out, so they might answer that, and then I'll put this out and seem foolish, but who knows? At this point, I'm questioning things. Finally, as the episode comes to a close, Ezra opens the Sith holocron. I was expecting him to be a full-fledged apprentice of Maul at the end of this episode, and while that didn't happen, Ezra opening that holocron means he's at least fooling around with the dark side now. If you can't tell already, I thought this episode was incredible. I love it. But I do have a couple of gripes. First off, I'm not happy that they left Ahsoka's fate ambiguous. We should have gotten some sort of confirmation one way or the other. Second, outside of just visiting Malachor, we didn't get any extra major Easter eggs, and this was a perfect time to canonize Revan or Traya or Bane or something. Although that could very well come up in the next season, since Ezra still has that holocron. But my major gripe was that Yoda's reason for sending them all there was barely addressed. It sounded like Yoda wanted Ezra to see what happened when Jedi do terrible things. Instead, we got a line from Ahsoka talking about how it looks like nobody won the fight. Nobody learned anything, and instead Yoda just sent them all into a really bad situation full of Inquisitors and Sith Lords. I just wish we got more history behind what actually happened on Malachor so Ezra could have more conflict. But really, I'm just having nitpicky fanboy gripes. I loved the episode. It was a fantastic finale that had me geeking out on multiple occasions, and of course, I'm looking forward to Season 3. Okay, that's it. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode below, but it's late for me, so I'm heading to bed. May the Force be with you all.